here today, and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines, and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby.
You're watching The Spiel.
And welcome to The Spiel. Got a big show today, and we're glad you're with us.
That's right. You know what? The Spiel is all about opportunity.
Opportunity, showing talent.
Yes.
Letting your talents be known.
Yes, yes. And you know what? This is how it happens. I mean, a big show like this.
Yes.
A big audience like this.
Yes.
You know, just last night I was watching some irrelevant show, primetime on NBC. I mean, that show really hasn't made it, if you think about it.
No.
Yeah, it's like America's Got Talent, something like that.
Something small.
Something small. One of those really small shows. And these folks were sharing success stories about how that moment in time, if they were named the winner or even the runner-up, the one guy, the puppet guy, I don't know if you've ever seen him.
Yes, he went on, excuse me, and won, and went on to like Vegas.
Crazy money.
What's
like
his name?
signed so many months at like 15 million, 30 million. No, it's not Larry David. Carrie
Terry
Fainer, yes.
Yes.
Do you know about his story? Okay, the day he went to try out for America's Got Talent, he had been to a little elementary school. Didn't make any money.
Had done a show,
yes.
and then what, stopped in and tried to...
Yes.
Wow.
And then signed this gajillion-dollar contract, and off he goes to the races.
Wow, that is awesome.
We could make that happen for you here on the Spiel.
Me?
Is the disclaimer at the bottom? It's likely not to happen. That's not true.
Never believe a thing they say.
Never believe a thing they say. But anyway, you know, we've had some great people on. We've got some great people on today. And sometimes we have people just stop in.
Yes, and I love that.
Yes, I do too.
So if you're ever at our studio Thursday morning, stop in.
Stop in.
Let us
Thursday
know
mornings.
what you do.
Yeah.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
If you're lucky.
Have you caught us on Thursdays yet?
Sometimes we play in reruns on what day?
We do, Thursdays.
Any day of the week you can stop by. The doors may be locked, but feel free to stop by.
Get a selfie in front of our sign.
That's it. That we do encourage you to do that. Selfies are good. Selfies, that's the wave, you know, of the future. So Brian Stone, let me tell you a little bit about this guy. We're going to bring Brian Stone up because he stopped by. From Chicago. Yeah, look at him. Come on up, Brian. You got to hold this.
He dressed for TV
He did.
today.
He dressed for TV today.
Success.
This is what a developer looks like. I mean, we've shot some scenes at some of his properties in Alto Pass, Illinois. You know, Brian is a jet setter. He comes in from Chicago, Illinois, down to Southern Illinois, and you know why?
For 23 years.
For 23 years, because and I don't know why he's leaning into the mic like that. Like
I don't either.
I'm always leaning in.
I don't know why he is.
I don't know why either. Okay. But anyway, here's what's cool about it. He comes down here just to count his money. He had a lot of properties.
You know, he said you jet set in. You really have a jet?
Yes, he does too.
Honestly.
I do have 3 jets, a
Serious?
Toyota.
Yes, now he's not telling the truth.
That's not true.
No, he's not.
I drive down 57, and there's a lot of beautiful local restaurants actually to stop at.
Yes, yes.
Which makes it an exciting drive. People say, why would you want to drive 5.5 hours to Southern Illinois?
Hello, to see Julie and Angie.
Hello.
Well, you've got the Firefly Grill,
That's
which is
effing
unbelievable.
ham.
That is my favorite.
Unbelievable. The owner's
restaurant.
Nile. Tremendous food. In fact,
okay,
got
but
voted.
stop. They don't advertise, so we can't, unless they send us money, we
When
can't.
they want to advertise, we'll put you on the Spiel.
That's right.
And
Yes.
we will increase by 30%. So
That's
let's think about
30%.
You've
Wow.
not heard
No,
of us,
30's
huh?
good. 30's good start.
No,
it's
it's
a
huge.
good start. It's a
Huge
huge start.
start.
Huge start.
Huge.
Hey, I want to know, because if you've seen Brian's properties, you've got the Alto Pass, the lofts there. It's almost like you have to have an eye. When you ride by these places, you're like, I could take that. I can turn that. I can make that something nice. Is that how you do it, or?
You know, I think when you know, the loft was built in 1912 as the old general store, and the blacksmith was in the back, and you just feel it, the exposed brick. But it's not only just buildings, it's where, for example, Big Sky Cabins, bigskycabins.com.
See.
20 acres backing up to 4,300 acres of absolute magic. Last night, you could see the whole, this shooting stars, comets.
The whole shower.
That would have been a great place to see that.
Tremendous.
Yeah. We missed it.
Tremendous.
It was last night.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
So things like that you get and you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah. And you love the wine trail. He stays on the wine trail. He
do.
lives on the wine trail.
He is the wine trail.
He is the wine trail.
I'm on the wine trail. I did expand to Lake Egypt, but really where my passion is the wine trail.
Yeah.
Non-stop fun, adventure. You meet people that you would never meet anywhere else. And not only do we have the wine trail now, but the microbreweries.
The microbreweries, yes.
Are taking off.
Yes.
Jason
right.
loves those.
Jason is a huge fan
Amazing.
of those. Yeah,
Yes.
we get oh,
There he is.
I don't think we've ever
Yes.
heard Jason in the background until now.
But
That's,
the difference, the
something.
difference between our wine trail
okay.
and say the wine trail in Michigan or anywhere else, even Napa Valley, is we have live entertainment on the weekends.
Yes.
There's always something going on.
Yes.
It's not that you just go drink wine and that's it. You're listening to live music, good live music.
Yeah.
Good live music.
And for him to be from Chicago
And say that?
just
Yeah.
going on and on about Southern Illinois, you know we have something here
Absolutely.
in this neck of the woods. So.
Absolutely.
All right, well we have something here on this show, so we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we'll get to it. Stay right there.
Thank you. Stay with us, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
What?
You give him a microphone and he
What
goes
was
nuts.
that?
What is that? What is that right there?
That was
That's
my
Brian
line.
Stone, everybody.
That's
That
my
was
line.
Julie's line.
What's-
Okay.
Get.
Coming up on the Spiel.
This is great. Easy, easy, easy. Just cut my fingers so easy.
So then you
Are
squeeze
you
the blood.
Okay? Are you okay? Okay, cut. We just cut. We've cut.
We've really cut.
If we hadn't moved it, the inn would have been on the National Historic Register and we would have been able to get fundings and
Can we not move it back? Can we not?
I wish we could. I wish we could.
This senior night is brought to you by DuQuoin State Bank. We want to invest in our students, and tonight we're investing in our seniors. They're our future, and DuQuoin State Bank is proud to play a very small part, but a significant part in ensuring that goals and dreams are realized. Tonight, DuQuoin State Bank is awarding for the second year in a row a scholarship to one deserving senior. We would like to say congratulations to Gabrielle Alvarado. She received the scholarship money provided by DuQuoin State Bank and John A. Logan College. On behalf of DuQuoin State Bank, congratulations, Gabrielle.
I've always liked doing pediatrics. I love taking care of kids. I love watching them grow up, and I watch them in the community.
You know, if they see us on a Friday night, it's real easy to relate Monday morning because we kind of already know what's going on. I know who they are.
I would choose rural practice over big city practice any day.
When a kid makes me smile, that's when I think, okay, that's why I'm in this, and this is a good day.
I don't think there's anything more rewarding than taking care of a sick child.
Who says camping can't be glamorous? Today I'm going to show you all about glamping, how you can take elements that you love about camping, the food, the atmosphere, but then you're going to jazz it up a little bit to make it glamorous and sophisticated. Now this is a corporate event, so the venue was really important to me. So they took my vision for glamping and amped it up to the next level with teepees and a variety of awesome decor and a whole team that could help me pull this together for such a large event. But don't let me fool you. This is easily something you can do at home too.
Starting with the right food. Food is a really easy way to bring in elements of camping and then make them more glam. Think a
along the lines of grilled foods and fall flavors. And it wouldn't be camping or glamping without those s'mores. Here we set up a s'more station for our guests that included sticks, marshmallows, a variety of chocolate bars, and graham crackers. And for that perfect open flame, we found food service burners and set those inside of a flower box filled with lava rocks. And voila! Instant camping fun without a smoky campfire. Some other easy outdoor touches included lantern table settings, pumpkins, dried corn stalks, and for our food arrangements, we had real log pieces and cast iron skillets to make that perfect camping-themed platter. We served a variety of different drinks, including this fresh, pressed spiced apple cider to really lend that cozy outdoor element to their experience. Great music is a must, so we had a DJ to ensure everyone had a glamping good time all evening long. Now, to keep our guests talking about the party well after it's over, I had the venue create a private label wine for us. In this case, it's Dr. Gustav's Harvest Wine. Now, each guest will receive a bottle of wine as a party favor, which is sure to make them happy campers. Or should I say glampers? Now, I was fortunate enough to have the venue help me with this, and we produced it on a large scale, having 315 bottles. But this is something that you could easily do at home. Just simply grab some wine and replace the label. I see a future post coming. For more tips and tricks, visit Momasaurus.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest.
You're watching this spiel. Joining me now, Cindy Webb. She's in to talk about something that's going to be just captivating, and there's so much, so I want you to get right to it. When you say the Silkwood Inn in this area, people begin to, wheels start turning. They're like, yeah, I think I've ridden by that. I think I've seen that. What is the story of the Silkwood Inn?
The Silkwood Inn actually has a lot of different characteristics applied to it. Mr. Silkwood came from Madisonville, Kentucky, and built the inn circa between 1826 to 1828, depending on what type of paperwork you're looking at.
Sure.
But he came in and he actually built the inn, and he actually brought individuals into the inn and provided for them.
Okay.
Travelers that were coming through from the Shawnee-Kaskaskia Trail,
sure,
they always stopped at the inn, spent the night, and then traveled on their way.
Okay.
He brought in 16 different orphans that he reared at the inn. Those were either family members or, for an example, one little girl was left there when she was 2 years old. Her father and her brothers were traveling from the New England out to the west to start their new family. They had lost their mother on their way, so they left her at the inn in hopes that they would be able to come back and get her, and they never did.
Oh, wow.
So she stayed there at the inn and lived with Mr. Silkwood and his wife until she was old enough and married and moved on.
Okay. So what was the, talk about the slave introduction, and then there were also other names and people left behind. Let's get to that part of the story as well.
Mr. Silkwood was against slavery. He was 100% against it. He actually had two young men that were of color that lived there. We do know that one, his name was John, and they stayed there at the inn with Mr. Silkwood and his wife Mahala. And when John turned 21, Mr. Silkwood gave him $100 and a gold watch, and he finally left. But he stayed at the inn from the time he was just a really young man until he was 21 and left. Okay. That kind of brings into the story of the Silkwood Inn being also rumored to be the old slave house. There's also rumor in the community and folklore of some of our older people that live in town that the Silkwood Inn was actually part of the Underground Railroad.
Oh.
So just that comes into play because Mr. Silkwood was against slavery. But if you look at some of the maps, the older maps of the Underground Railroad, it kind of goes right through Franklin County, close to where we would be at the inn. So there are some of the rumors, and the way that some of the old barns and stuff were built back in the day to where they brought slaves in the wagons. Mr. Silkwood had a barn built similar to that. So it just kind of brings in those rumors and folklore that it was part of the Underground Railroad.
So a safe haven.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And was there a relevance to the $100 and the gold watch? Was that used for?
He always gave any of the orphans that he took in. Most of them were family, so most of the individuals that were family, he usually gave them 40 acres of land when they come of age, and then he sent them on their way.
Okay.
So he kind of always gave them something. Mr. Silkwood was very mindful of those that were less fortunate.
Sure.
And those that stayed at the inn reflect that.
Okay.
Actually, coming up from Madisonville, there's actually a Silkwood Avenue in Madisonville because Mr. Silkwood's father was the same way. He was mindful of the poor and always gave back to the community and stuff. So they actually named the street after the Silkwood family. And actually on Mr. Silkwood's headstone it says, "Be mindful of the poor."
Oh.
So he ran the inn from like 1830s to 1840s with individuals coming from the Shawneetown area through on the stagecoach up into the Kaskaskia area.
And are there remnants of that time still in
Yes.
the inn? Let's talk about that.
We have a few pieces. One of the pieces that we do have, we have Mr. Silkwood's old rocking chair that was donated from the family. That's one of the few pieces of his personal items that we have there. It's an old leather rocking chair. It has the old antique wood in the leather seat and stuff like that. And we have a few other small pieces that's been donated throughout the years through the Silkwood family and stuff like that. We actually have a little rocking horse upstairs at the end of one of the twin beds, and the rocking horse was donated by a descendant of the Silkwoods, and it actually is made with actual horse hair. So that's how they used to do that back in the day, and so we have a couple of those pieces there as well.
And without them having, direct descendants, you have a link to the family. That's why some of this has fallen into your lap. Talk a little bit about that.
Mr. Silkwood, looking at genealogy and things like that, he would have been my 7th, 8th generation great uncle.
Okay.
So to me, as a child growing up in Monkeytown, being born and raised in Monkeytown, I was always fascinated with the inn.
Yeah.
I was always wanting to go into the inn and look at it and see how things, were done and stuff. And now being able to go back into the inn and seeing it, for me, it's a home away from home.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and preserving that piece of history there. Now, you almost lost it at one point.
Yes,
There was a fire there. Talk a little bit about that.
In November of 1983, there was a grease fire. When the inn itself was built, the kitchen and dining room area was detached from the home. But in around 1925, the kitchen and dining room area was attached to the home.
Okay.
And then when John and Jean Crow lived there, there was an unfortunate grease fire, and we almost lost the inn. Wow. So it was damaged very much so, but between John Crow and Chloe Davis and Ruby Henderson and other members of the Monkeytown Area Historical District, they were able to bring the inn back and restore it.
Great. The other thing that you shared is that it's deemed an Illinois landmark, but at one point it had to be picked up and moved, and you moved it just beyond the historical point of reference that it needed to remain, perhaps for some funding and such like that.
Yeah, since we had to move it that 150 feet after the fire in June of 1984, they actually moved the inn 150 feet to the north. If we hadn't moved it, the inn would have been on the National Historic Register, and we would have been able to get fundings and just restoration grants and stuff like that.
Can we not move it back? Can we not?
I wish we could. I wish we could. But we understood that John and Jean definitely wanted to rebuild their home, so we understand that aspect as well.
Well, just to be there and be in the presence of the structure, it's a place of importance.
Yes, it is.
You can sense that. So, is there anything that you wanted to touch on that maybe I didn't ask you about? You think we covered it all?
I think we covered it all. The only thing, there is a book about Priscilla and her hollyhocks, and this book here tells the story. One of the other things I would like to share about Priscilla is Priscilla had several means. One of the things that she did was she was like a midwife. And when my great-great-grandma was ill, the property that my house sits on now, I'm the 4th generation to live there. So when my great-great-grandma was there, Mr. Silkwood sent Priscilla there to care for her.
Oh, wow.
So Priscilla always carried her hollyhock seeds in her apron. That's a reminder of her mother. And she spread some of the hollyhock seeds at our home place, and those hollyhocks are still there today.
That's amazing.
So that's another connection above and beyond Mr. Silkwood that we have to Priscilla.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. We appreciate it.
We're glad to be here. We're glad to get the word out.
All right, and we'll be right back.
I said, I'd rather go to hell than to heaven you in. She said, are you crazy? Now you really done lost it.
There's usually always some music playing in my kitchen, some dancing, and
show us your latest dance moves.
Sometimes I whip and I nay-nay.
Oh,
you whip. So yeah.
See?
Yeah.
She's been practicing that right there.
Nay-nay.
There's a reason why so many students are choosing John A. Logan College. It's because we make your future our priority number one.
At John A. Logan College, it's all about you.
John A. Logan College is about the student.
At John A. Logan College, it's all about you.
At John A. Logan College, it is all about you.
Because here, it's all about you. Visit jalc.edu.
Since the very beginning, Southside Lumber has been a family business, delivering lumber and materials from a storefront in Heron, Illinois. Some things never change. We're still family owned and still located in the same place. Now, delivering more than just lumber to every corner of Southern Illinois. With nearly 70 years experience building Southern Illinois, come see why people in the know go to Southside.
Find us on social media and follow us for the next 70 years.
More than just lumber, Southside Lumber.
And welcome back to the Spiel. You know, one of my favorite segments that we have on is authors, and I love to read, and I can't wait to read this one right here. She is from Cairo, Illinois, by way of Chicago. Jerry Locke, and her book is called I'd Rather Go to Hell Than the Heaven That You're In. Welcome. That's powerful right there.
That's something. I mean, there's a ton of meanings right there. You know, hey, we have to comment first on the hair. I understand any given day it could be this color, that color.
Yes, yes.
You know what though? I'm liking that hair right there.
Thank you.
I hear you do white, you do blue.
Yeah.
A little bit blue.
Yeah, hey, you know.
What's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite. I really don't.
As you said, you were a poet. You started writing some poems, and then the poems became like this thick. You know, you couldn't stop.
Yeah.
The words kept coming.
They kept coming.
Talk to me about that experience and that road when you realized you had to go to the written word. Something was happening to you.
I'm 43 years old, and I have a daughter. Yeah. I have a daughter that's 27, almost 28. And so I had her when I was 16, and this girl is beautiful. Everybody loves this girl. She's somebody who could reach out to people easily. Well, but she can go from, as I say in the prelude, she can be as pleasant as a lamb to as angry as a bull in moments. And she's normally that way with me. When she started back going to church, she was really into church, which is good, but the way that she presented it a lot to people made them not want to have nothing to do with church. Sure. So one day she come in my house fussing at me about having a limerita in my refrigerator. You know, I like limeritas. She says,
again, not a sponsor, but we're welcoming the limeritas.
Yeah, isn't that,
yes, we are.
Isn't that yours? Are you drunk? And I was like, no, I don't drink like that, but she made sure that was said in front of some of my church people. And when they left, I said, Keisha, that's just not right. I said, I'd rather go to hell than the heaven you in. She said, are you crazy? Now you really done lost it. Now, mind you, she walked out. She never does that. She never lets no one get the last word, and it messed with me a little bit. It touched my heart, and I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. Sure. Maybe I can put it in my poem book and turn it into this poem that is inspirational. Sure. Because I don't want someone taking it the wrong way. Right. You know, just because I like to do more stuff than just sit in church all day, I do believe in living right. So I didn't want anybody to take that as, yeah, I don't want to do nothing right. No, that wasn't the point of this.
You didn't want to be judged.
I didn't want to be judged. And I wanted her to know that some people that she's trying to reach, she can't reach because of her presentation.
You know, it's interesting that you pointed out this has already been made into a play, and for those in attendance, there was nowhere to sit. The place was packed. Yeah. So this message resonated with the masses.
Yeah. Before you start talking about it, it's ironic because Keisha is in the play.
Yeah, Keisha is in the
as
play.
herself, playing Keisha.
No. Keisha is in the play as me. I'm Bonita, the ghost, the narrator that's telling the play. Now the play is my heaven, your hell.
Yeah.
The reason though, how I came up with that title from I'd rather go to hell than the heaven that you're in, is because I had to ask myself, is my heaven your hell? Is my heaven Keisha's hell? Was that maybe the reason Keisha was so upset? You know what I mean?
Right.
Mom, you're not perfect. You got issues. Was it something that I done with my presentation? You see, we can blame a lot of people, but this is just not blaming others. This is me also. We have to question ourselves. So, is my heaven your hell? But Keisha is so much like me that it was easy for me to write her into the play. My other daughter actually plays Zonita, the one telling this story. I'd rather go to my middle daughter, Coco, who goes to college up here at SIU. She's 20, almost 21. She actually plays her. And then it shifts to one of my good friends who can sing real well. You know, I had to put her in there. She plays Zonita also. So it's 2 parts to Zonita. But Bonita, Keisha, is my shadow.
Your friends are looking at you right now going, girl, you're living your dream.
Yeah.
You are living your dream. This is one of your dreams, is to have this published. And
I think it's great that, you know, you were able to look inward and encourage other people to look inward and essentially not to be so judgmental. And I love how your story has come full circle where you wanted to make your daughter understand, and what a better way to do that than through the written word and then the play. So congratulations. And is there some way that people can get the book?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go online to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. It's in every format. You can get it on your Kindles, you know, on your phones, every way. It was actually available that way right off. That was pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
To have it available that way.
Jerry Locke, I'd rather go to hell than the heaven that you're in. You're going to use that line today, I can tell.
You know, I'm all over that. You know, I just now got this because you're a redhead today and you got blue hair here.
Blue hair here.
And you're the blonde.
The blonde,
That's it. So multifaceted.
I love that.
And we love
and you
that.
pull them off good.
Yes.
I can't see you blue.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
And we'll be
Thank
right
you
back.
guys for having me.
This is a day I've looked forward to for many years. Our family's been very blessed over the years, and we chose this day to share our blessings. We're very pleased today to offer this check to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
For more than a century, Farmer State Bank has been finding ways to serve you better.
St. Jude's Children's Hospital, we'd like to give them a check also.
Let us show you how no one serves you better. Farmer State Bank.
We're on the Spiel. We're keeping it real. Keeping it real. Here on the Spiel. With Angie and Julie. They're yours truly. Keeping it real. On the Spiel.
Yes! One of the best. Good job.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm. We're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. We're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
And we're spieling it in our Southside Lumber Kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms. We have Andy Jo Eisen here today. And you know what? This gal right here, she was gluten-free before gluten-free was all the rage. Yeah. Years ago, 15 years?
Yep.
And it was a diagnosis that led you to that particular lifestyle.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Celiac disease. Celiac.
Not silly.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be that too. I can be that too. But it's actually CELIAC, celiac disease.
So what was your symptoms? How they know you had that?
I was really ill, losing weight rapidly, stomach issues all the time, back and forth to the emergency room all the time. And just, you know, looking back now, throughout my childhood, even having a lot of stomach issues.
Yeah.
A doctor took a chance on a blood test, sent it off, and that's what came back. And then later on to have a colonoscopy and a biopsy of the colon, and that's how it came back.
Oh my.
So, been on the gluten-free diet.
So gluten did this to you? I mean, gluten is the...
Yes, it's actually an autoimmune disease, and when you ingest gluten, your intestines have these little villi in there, and they retract, and your body's unable to absorb nutrients properly. And so organs in your body start to attack different things, and it can cause a variety of different other issues and illnesses. But basically, the only way to prevent illness is to be on a gluten-free diet at this time.
And you know, it seems like that. I'm just in the last 3 or 4 years hearing about gluten-free.
You're hearing
what
a
about
lot
our
about
folks
it,
years ago? You think they were going through problems like that we didn't know what could have made them feel better?
Sure. It's not a new thing. It just happens to be getting out there. People are more aware of it now.
Education. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It can be topical. People can, if they get wheat or gluten on their skin, you can get a rash. You can have anything from migraines to stomach trouble to neurological issues. So there's a variety of illness that this can cause.
And you're able to keep it all under control through proper diet?
Proper diet.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
And this, now we're interested already because you're boiling hamburger meat.
That is something actually that we do as a family. My husband started doing that because it's just a healthier way to cook your meat, your ground
Does it
beef.
make it soggy?
No, it doesn't actually. You drain it the same way you would drain your grease off of your hamburger as you were frying it. This actually gets rid of the fat, more fat. I actually bought ground chuck from the local grocery store, and it is a leaner meat, but this gets rid of the fat. And actually, whenever I'm going to bake with my meat, whether it be lasagna, and today I'm fixing a Mexican lasagna, there's more moisture into the meat, and then you notice sometimes when you put your meat into the oven and bake it again after browning it, sometimes it gets dry. This holds the moisture in to the meat too as well.
So you know it's done, of course, when it loses the red.
Right.
Basically.
Right. And so you boil it. You can season it same way you would when you're frying it.
Real quick, I have a question. I'm seeing a lot of simply organic stuff here. Is that what you like to use?
I do. You know, it's just a personal choice.
Sure.
I like to go
flavor or because of the gluten-free thing?
Just the gluten-free, and I'm just making more conscious choices about what I'm putting into myself and my family's body.
Hey, our friend, the chia seed and the quinoa is back. What is this again?
John Quinones.
Quinones. Chia and quinoa. Who knew that they were making chips?
And where do you buy this at?
Actually, at the neighborhood co-op in Carbondale.
Okay.
I find a lot of our
You can't get like Reuben flavored John Quinones chips.
Okay, so we've seasoned the meat.
And
you're
we'll
coming in with some
boil.
good vegetables here.
Yes, yes. So just chop up whatever vegetables you're trying to get into. And this is a back to school thing I'm cooking here. This is great. Easy, easy, easy. Just cut my fingers so easy.
So then you squeeze the blood.
Are you okay? Okay, cut. We just cut. We've cut.
We've really cut.
Now, if you were with us moments ago, we had an injury. We've resolved it without having to go to the hospital. That's
right.
a good thing here at the Spiel.
I want you to know the red in the pot is the tomatoes.
It is tomatoes.
It's not,
no blood.
No.
We're good. If you're squeamish, look away. It could get, no, I'm kidding.
Look away.
See, she always has to sing. I mean, she's an aspiring artist. She is looking for a contract. If you guys know anybody, look us up. Julie@spiel.com. Okay, I think the meat is boiled.
Is that good?
To its finish point.
And we just strain.
Yes.
Strain it?
Yes, I will strain it.
You're injured. Are you okay?
I'm good. I cut my hand all the time at work. It's okay. I'm a hairdresser. So.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be the theme today.
You know what? Her clients always leave with red highlights. How about that one?
That was good. That was good, Julie. That was good.
Okay, now I drain, but I do leave a little bit of the juice in there.
Okay.
Okay. And I put it back on the stove, but I turn
flavoring. Okay.
Yes, I turn the heat way down, and then I'm going to add some gluten-free Southwest taco seasoning.
Okay. What if you don't have that? Can you improvise at home with anything?
Sure, you can season it with whatever you
spice
want, whatever spice you like.
To make it Southwest-like.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. These chia and quinoa chips are
quinoa.
fantastic.
They are.
I'm hungry.
So mix that in there and let that simmer a little bit.
It smells so good.
It does.
Do you like Southwest Mexican food?
Love,
that's my favorite.
love.
That
Me
would be
too.
my one go-to
But
food.
now since I have this ulcer, I have to really cut down.
Oh, yeah.
That comes with being older.
And and if in that case, you wouldn't have to put the entire package. You could put half the package. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
She knows I love her.
Thank you.
She's not nice to me, Andy. Is it Andy Joe?
Andy Joe.
Andy Joe.
Look at these
You
faces.
can call me Angie Marie.
2 boys' names, but I am a girl.
Andy Joe. I love it.
Refried beans and Mexicorn.
Yes.
I love this stuff. These things
Prairie
here.
Farms, Mexico.
And what I like about this dish,
They may or may not be making that currently.
what I like about this dish is you've got the entire food
group
pyramid.
Oh, the whole
in
pyramid's
this dish.
represented. Wow.
Yes, yes. So you're getting your kids to eat all their vegetables, their meat, their dairy, their grains, all in one dish.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. Can you hand me that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, look. No, it's a pot
No,
meal.
the other one's not.
The other one's not. Yeah.
You want it drained?
Yes.
No, those are refried beans. Hopefully there's not a lot
Hopefully
of
you
drainage.
don't have to drain that.
I didn't read it.
But I will drain the corn.
Jiminy Christmas.
Hey, the jasmine rice is ready. That's 2 cultures in one, too. The jasmine rice is more Asian, and you've got the Mexican.
I just kind of
Mexi jazz, they call it.
Mexi jazz.
Yes.
Jazz.
Okay.
Mexi jazz.
Now.
Mexi glue jazz.
Gluten-free.
And now we're ready to put everything together.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Totally ready.
Okay.
We get slap happy when we're hungry.
We can turn all our heat off before any other injuries occur.
Perfect. Now,
Is this your own recipe?
It is.
Okay.
I started making this, and one time it's really easy. We went to Panama City Beach on a vacation with a bunch of friends, and I wanted to make something everybody could eat, and I thought everybody would enjoy. And I was like, so I made this, and everybody loved it, and so now I make
Weren't
it all
you
the
scared,
time.
though?
No.
Never had making it before, and you got these people. You're on vacation. You want to impress.
Yeah,
No,
but I was
it's
like,
not
well, I want to make something I can eat too.
there you go.
know.
There you go.
And everybody loved it, and so it's been kind of a favorite of ours. And my husband loves Mexican food, and
Yeah.
so this is something.
Are
that
holidays difficult for you when you go to parties or to other other homes and such? You always, because you don't want to be rude and ask, is this gluten-free or whatever, you just
and,
have to.
And actually, I get embarrassed, and I don't like people to draw attention to it.
Sure.
I don't want, can you eat this? Or when we go out to
Sure.
dinner,
Yeah.
well, are you going to be able to eat something there? Because I don't want the attention drawn to it.
Sure.
So I usually just try to,
She
will
wears
find
her gluten-free
something.
badge.
Yes, and her bracelet, and the alarm. She doesn't draw attention.
I
See?
just don't like to bring attention to it, so I just eat a salad or I try to find something on the menu. Now I'm just kind of tossing this.
That's amazing
rice
to
in
me
there.
that you don't even have to add water to that in the
I
microwave.
know, it's
for
great.
nice.
Are they saying now on menus at restaurants gluten-free? Are you seeing this?
I am.
Okay, good.
Or when I go into a restaurant, I'll ask, do you have an allergy menu or a gluten-free menu? And more restaurants are making that available, and I think that's
Good.
fantastic.
That's wonderful.
Yes. Now, if you can't get your kids to eat the garnishment of the spinach on top of the lasagna, just hide it in there.
Look at her. See, moms are into trickery. Have you noticed that? Yes. I mean, we'll just put vegetables wherever we can get them and have the kids eat them.
It's so good for them, and they just don't know it. So sneak it in. Then layer it again with your meat. Oh, I forgot the most important.
Oh, dear.
The most important, that black container there.
Oh.
Which
Now this looks top secret. What's in that?
But it's the most important ingredient that
Yeah.
everyone loves.
Cheese.
Your cheese.
More cheese, please. Yeah, if you bury it in cheese, the kids are all over it.
Sure.
I remember when I was a kid, if my parents put cheese on it, I was eating it.
That's right. Oh, look at that. And see, the pan, the presentation, the pan is everything.
It looks fiesta.
It does look like a
Fiesta-ish.
fiesta-ish.
Oh, my.
Now that looks good. Yeah, I would definitely try some of that. And when we come back, that's what we'll do. So stay right there.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/Spiel On.
Okay, this is our favorite part of the kitchen segment.
Yes,
right?
it is. We get to try this
That's
incredible
right.
food.
And we've just named it Mexican lasagna. Gluten-free Mexican lasagna. Okay, topped with a little Prairie Farms sour cream. We've talked about essentially prep time was...
Here's some avocado for you.
Oh, see?
Yes.
Do you like it as much as I do?
I'll trade you avocado for cheese.
You would? Okay.
Anyway.
So let's talk about, again, prep time and then maybe the cost of the whole meal.
Oh gosh. Prep time, maybe at the most 20 minutes, then pop it in the oven for, I usually just put it in there for about 15, 20 minutes.
Till everything browns up, bubbles up. Okay.
Wow, wait till you take that first bite.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's very good.
Full of flavor, and sometimes when you think about limitations on diets, you're thinking you have to skimp on taste, and you don't. That's great. That is really good. And then how much would you have invested in this for a family of, this would obviously feed quite a few people.
Right.
I guess you make the small one for your family.
Right. Yeah, I usually make this dish about this size for my family of 4.
What is hot in this?
What is hot?
Hot.
Probably just the seasoning,
Seasoning.
the taco seasoning. Maybe the peppers.
Thought they were sweet?
Yeah, sweet peppers.
Is there something that you'll go, oh, in a minute?
No.
I don't know.
Very good.
Might be the seasoning. You know, whenever I was browning the meat, I had some garlic and herb in there, some salt and pepper. I don't know what would be hot.
So cost-wise, sorry, we digress. Total?
You know, $25, $30.
It's not bad.
No.
You can't take the kids through, you know, wherever for that, right?
Right.
And I understand.
And some things are going to be reused again because you're going to not use the whole package of tortillas, and you're not going to use your whole package maybe of cheese, and you're still going to have some peppers left over and things of that. So
Is it true that you like to dance while you're cooking?
I do.
Okay.
In my kitchen, I like for everyone to come to the kitchen. I like laughter, and there's usually always some music playing in my kitchen, some dancing, and
Show us your latest dance moves.
Sometimes I whip and I nay-nay.
Oh,
you know,
you whip.
so yeah.
See?
Yeah.
She'd been practicing that right there.
Nay-nay.
Look at that. She goes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we eat.
This makes
And
me
we should pray.
Pray.
But yeah. So you know, I like to have fun in my kitchen. I like laughter and love and food.
Very
so,
good.
Yes.
Is there a way that people can connect to you if they too are dealing with the issues with gluten?
Absolutely.
On Facebook,
Absolutely.
or how can they
Facebook.
find
I
you?
have a Facebook page.
Okay.
I would be glad to talk to anybody about it. I've
Wonderful.
been eating this way for, like I said, about 14 years, and it can be done. You know, I'm not going to say it's easy, but once you get the hang of it, you know, it's just a way of life.
And you can come cook in our kitchen anytime.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
And we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Val Schmakovsky from Dancing with the Stars, and you're watching The Spiel.
The Spiel, Saturdays at 11 on Fox 23.
It's never too early or too late to start considering your future or your spouse or your children or your grandchildren. The Bank of Heron has a terrific customer service staff, a terrific loan staff, and we have a trust department.
There's a misnomer that says you have to be extremely wealthy to have a trust. That is totally not true.
We are passionate about our customers because we take an active part in their life. It is not just a trust, it is a relationship.
At John A. Logan College, we make your future our priority number one.
Because we're teaching tomorrow's technology today.
And we don't take that responsibility lightly.
We get to know our students really well. I know our students become like a family.
Discover an education that is all about you. Discover your future. John A. Logan College, where it's all about you.
We're downtown at my local farmers markets, one of many in the area. I'm pretty spoiled. And you'll find me here most Saturdays picking out all my fresh and local produce to use throughout the week. We're going to bring you tons of tips and tricks on how to make eating healthy, fresh and local foods fun and easy. We're going to talk to some of these folks around here, see what they like about the fresh and local produce. And we're also going to interview some of the farmers today, find out what goes into this process, getting it all here. I'm going to get to show you some of these gorgeous displays behind me, what goes into making everything look perfect. And then we're going to gather up all these garden goodies. We're going to take them back to the kitchen, and we are going to make a fresh and delicious recipe that you all can enjoy.
Explore an ever-expanding variety of wholesome, locally grown foods when you shop Illinois, where fresh is. For more information, visit IllinoisWhereFreshIs.com.
What we do with academics is we target the working adult. I've got students from Maine to New Orleans to Seattle. One of the pluses of online learning is that we still charge the in-state rate. These students, they work for the industry. They live out of state, many of them. Those that find it very difficult because of life, job, family, to be able to come into the traditional classroom, they have an opportunity through our online program to be able to achieve higher education.
And what a show is that?
Wow.
Wow.
That was a big one. That was a lot of twists, turns. I mean, did you feel it?
I felt
all the way
it,
through?
and the food.
The food.
The food is
wow.
Probably my best segment.
My hair is still drenched because we were sweating a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
what
it was hot. Okay, here's what I got.
Here's the deal.
What?
I said after
You
my
did.
third bite,
You
I
did.
went,
Whoa!
This is a little warm. And Angie says, nah.
Nah, it's fine. Here's the deal. The chef forgot to tell us in the one made the magic of television how it's, it comes out of the oven, it's made, contained habaneros. Are you familiar with the habanero pepper?
You know what? I never was until today because I always heard they were really hot.
They're very hot.
I'm sweating in
yes,
my food.
I'm still
and you're
sweating.
going, no,
yeah.
it's okay.
It's fine.
And then
fine,
it hit you. You went like this.
Yeah, whoa, there's something in that one. But
Yeah.
the one she made on set,
Didn't
no
have
habanero.
them.
She's like, oh, there's some little benign peppers in there, like little sweet peppers.
Little sweet peppers. Really?
And she had juiced the other one that she fed us. So yeah, that was good. We've talked about talent through this show. We've talked about people who have books. They've released albums. They've conquered this, that, the other. They have wealth and many businesses and planes and such. Another name comes to mind when you consider all those things.
You know what? A name comes to mind that I will never forget. Is because he hired me 24 years ago.
He
in radio.
did?
Yeah, he hired me.
Well, look how it comes full circle.
He knew talent when he saw it.
He did.
And he said, in his voice,
he did.
Julie Ingram.
Julie, yes.
You want to
Julie.
come and work for me?
Yes.
And I said, I do. I do, Kevin Casey.
Kevin Casey. Oh,
Come on in
man.
here, you.
Kevin Casey. Now, he's a guy to, just to stand and be in awe of because, you talk about KGMO radio. I mean, that's here if you're traveling through this, tri-state area and such. He's like, Angie, Angie, I can really introduce myself.
I'm sorry. I love you. And look where you are today.
Oh, she's got her own show.
I like to think I have an eye for talent.
Yeah. Well, seriously, if I hadn't traveled that road, I wouldn't be here today. And I think I've always told people thank you.
And we've been close the entire time.
Did he rescue you from the bank? I mean, were you the bank teller when he rescued you?
No, I was a bank teller singing car jingles.
Oh, car jingles.
And I took a car jingle in. He goes,
okay.
Hey, redhead, I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't think I called you redhead, but I said,
What'd
hey.
you call me? You didn't say Julie.
I think I said Julie. Yeah,
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did, or Kojak. I'm not certain. Let's go with the Kojak.
Let's go. Okay.
But no, you had a fantastic voice. Great range, of course.
She knows.
I mean, you're not a Brian. Wasn't Brian something?
Brian.
Yeah, Brian Stone. Yeah, the guy who's trying to take over. Yeah.
Yes, it was
See how
Brian.
soon we forget.
It was Brian.
But no, you did a fantastic job. And I was also, a big fan of Angie's as well. So.
Me too. I remember sitting there in my pumpkin seat on the table. My family.
Oh, you had one of those?
Well, I was little in the pumpkin seat. My family watched her on the news.
I grew up watching you, Angie. That's terrible. That's tragic that you said that. First of all, they didn't have the pumpkin seats.
Did you ever hear our story?
No, tell me your story.
I left radio and I was going to look for something else. And I said, I want to do TV. I'm going to call Angie White.
Yeah.
She's been off long enough.
Yeah.
She's hungry for the camera.
No.
So I called her and I go, hey, Angie, Julie, what about you and I get together and do some TV? Click. She hung up on
I hung up.
Well,
I was done.
I have a question. How'd that work out for you?
It worked out.
Look at us.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at us.
3 seasons in, we're
That's
discovering
right.
talent. I mean, Oprah's called. We'll get around to
You
it.
guys
We'll
are
call her back.
fantastic.
We'll call her
You
back.
really are.
Oh,
You really are. You're fantastic.
Well, we're going to be better now because Kevin comes in and brings his Rolodex. He's like, look at all the people I know. Puts it down right there. Yeah. Big names.
You know, I don't use the Rolodex anymore, just
You
FYI.
don't?
No.
What?
No.
I was going to auction
no.
that baby. We
Yeah.
can make some
No, I
money.
still have it. You can have that.
Okay.
We'll do that for charity.
Okay.
But yeah, I use apps now. It's an amazing thing.
Oh,
Apps
no.
now.
I'm apt to have
Apps.
some problems with the apps.
You know what makes me really happy is to be able to have you in my life more again.
Well, thank you.
He's one of those friends that I've known 25 years.
Yes.
And yeah, he's an acquaintance, and he moves over here and does big time radio, KGMO.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh,
and
yeah, yeah,
then we're back together.
Number one.
And it's like we never were apart.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much. I feel the same about you both as well. I really do. And you guys have done so well. You're the big star. I'm just in the. I'm just backstage.
See, look at her. Look at her. See, it's bad.
How do they do the lips these days? You ever see the lips on Facebook?
Yeah. That's what is that called? What is that?
Jenner.
No,
The
not the
Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner lips.
Kylie Jenner.
No, she just overdraws her.
Show me how you do it.
Huh?
Shot glass challenge.
Shot glass challenge. Boy, Jason is really loud
Jason
today.
is on the ball. He knows
today.
everything. Where have you been the last 15 years, Jason? Thank you.
Okay. All right. Listen, do you know about our word of the week?
I don't know.
Okay. You
First
don't
of all,
say that. That means
do you
don't
remember,
watch.
what show was it on? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, the Sesame, no, it was Electric Company when
Is
they were
it-
little,
is it-
the mouths.
Is it like a password of the week?
No,
it's just a new
The
word.
password this week is.
Yes, yes. See, Kevin Casey also.
I can't say
like,
it.
Look at that. The password of the week is.
The password, Julie, is.
No.
You know
the word
what?
of the week.
You still give me goosies.
He does.
When you do that.
He has that. Here's what I loved. On occasion, he would just call out of the blue. I'd be at home. I mean, because that's the thing when you have the Rolodex, you just pick it up and call anybody.
That's what I do. I call out of the blue.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to call Angie right now. And sometimes I'd pick up. Sometimes he'd get my machine.
But let me tell you what, you always pick up when Kevin Casey calls because he don't call just to say,
That's
hey,
right.
how you doing
He
today?
goes, you're on the
He's
air.
got something to say.
Yeah.
He's got something to tell you.
Right.
Something's going on.
You're on the air.
You pick it up.
That's what he's telling you. You're on the air. What do you have
I'm
to
going to
say?
call today and say, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just
to
for no
say.
reason.
No, because I'll be freaking going, what's up? What's up? What are we doing now? Have we got the interview with Elvis now?
All right.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Okay.
So anyway, what's the word?
Okay.
All right. First of all, normally we can rely on Webster to tell us the word, but this is some random site that Matt found. So we're going to let you just right there.
Ammensteiner.
No, I don't think that's it. Hang on.
Look, he's looking confident.
Wait. What's wrong with your phone, Matt? Ambasinister.
I was
Look
close.
at that.
I was close.
Look, it's a generic form of the pronouncing the word,
Put it
but it
there
works.
against your
Okay,
breast
here it
again.
goes. Ambasinister. And this really, the words have no relevance to your life, and you'll never ever use them. But that's what's fun. Ambasinister. Let's have her.
And what does it mean?
Okay, ambasinister. Any guesses? It's sinister.
Yeah, it's a combination of colors and and you mix them together,
Yes.
and you can actually put them in a can because I think everyone uses cans still,
Can.
and you just mix it around.
Yes. Wonderful.
Sinister.
Ambasinister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is yours?
I think it's sinister to me means Batman and Pal, and I think it's a character on Batman.
That's wrong.
Hers is better than mine.
Well, you're both wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
What-
Okay,
what
and I
is
like
it?
to be
What is
right.
it? What is it?
Well, think about it. When you're ambidextrous, you're what? You can write.
Both
You have
hands.
both hands. You're using both hands, right? Dexterous. That's good.
Dexterous.
That's right.
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct. I'm sorry.
So
I was-
ambasinister, we have to pay attention, Kev, because
Kev, you
when we're
gotta
on
stay on
television,
it.
they can see your face. They know when you're
You're
dialed
right.
out.
You're right. I
got
was
to stay on
slacking.
it.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
I was slacking.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank
the
you.
ambasinister is clumsy or unskillful with both hands. Clumsy, unskillful with both hands.
And
you
I
don't
know
ever want to be
why
that.
we didn't know that, because that's not us.
No, it's not
right.
us.
We've never
but,
had to use
But
that.
that takes talent to be clumsy with both hands.
Both hands.
With both hands.
Yeah. With both hands to be clumsy.
That means you're sinister. That could be like the next
talented.
Batman character, the ambasinister character.
Right?
Right?
Where you can go, Batman, and tell your friends about me.
That's good, isn't it? That's
good.
So you got to stay tuned because he's going to be coming. You just never know.
You
when
just
he's
never
gonna,
know
He's
when
going to
Kevin's
creep
gonna
in.
pop in.
The Kevin Casey Productions. Right.
Kevin Casey Productions.
That's it, baby.
We are your voice.
Ooh.
Let us be your voice.
Let us be
What's
your
up with all the
voice.
free plugs everybody's getting today, right? Is anybody invoicing back there? Anybody invoicing?
Freebie Saturday.
We'll see you guys next week.
To find out more about the Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit spielon.com.
I'd like to, first of all, thank everybody for coming on this historic anniversary of the bank opening April the 7th at 1 o'clock in 1915. God willing, we're going to be here for another 100 years and serving the community, and we're commemorating that today. Your needs are our call to action. God bless you all. 100 years.
Since the very beginning, Southside Lumber has been a family business, delivering lumber and materials from a storefront in Heron, Illinois. Some things never change. We're still family owned and still located in the same place. Now, delivering more than just lumber to every corner of Southern Illinois. With nearly 70 years experience building Southern Illinois, come see why people in the know go to Southside.
Find us on social media and follow us for the next 70 years.
More than just lumber, Southside Lumber.
And now, 12 things you should know about video marketing. The average user spends 88% more time on a website with video. 78% of people watch at least one video per week. More than 3 out of 5 consumers will spend at least 2 minutes watching a video about a product they plan to purchase. 88% either forward or share a video. In 2017, video traffic will account for 69% of all consumer internet traffic. And within the next 5 years, online video production will account for more than 1/3 of all online advertising spending. More than 500 years of YouTube videos are watched every day. Over 700 YouTube videos are shared on Twitter every minute. Video is compelling because it can appeal to the senses to help build trust, while simultaneously giving you the credibility that you need to help build better relationships, which over time translates into more sales. And that's where we come in. At Growing Media, we're a Southern Illinois-based media group, and it just so happens that we're experts in video production. So, give us a call today. We'd like to help you discover your brand's true potential. Growing Media.
I chose
Three Rivers College
to get the skills I need
for success in
early childhood education,
civil and construction, firefighting,
medical billing and coding,
welding,
accounting,
paramedic,
drafting,
environmental safety,
nursing,
occupational therapy assistant,
medical laboratory technology,
network administration,
forestry,
criminal justice, ag technology,
business management,
industrial technology,
diesel mechanics.
Three Rivers College. Success starts here.
We always have to keep our eyes open because we never know where we're going to get that inspiration from. We are excited to bring Orbe to Chavot. Orbe uses exclusive essential oils. That's what helps to separate them from other products. Maybe their hair's been over-processed or they have split ends. We have a product that will repair split ends 94%. You will get unbelievable shine. You can find Orbe at Chavot Salon in front of the Williamson County Airport.